Okay, I don't trust that purple thing. I'm sorry, it's purple.
Hope this can help you feel better.
Now, what is this? It's purple.
This potion is crafted from freshly crushed barnacle leaves, mixed with the sap of violaca, sea okra, and sea apple, all fermented in a glass vial.
Ooh.
Each of these lovely plants is cultivated here, hand-picked, sorted, and blended by my own hands. As the poisonous ingredients entwine, their toxins soften over time, like nightmares transforming into the sweetest dreams.
This doesn't make me
Don't
feel
worry,
any better.
it's perfectly safe and even delightful. Drink up and rest a while. Though I may not be able to lift the curse binding you just yet, I can certainly help tame it for now.
Oh.
Ah, excuse me for a moment. It's time I tend to the flowers.
Bird, are you ready for another 75 days? And they sort of like. The potion eases your headache, bringing clarity to your mind. With renewed focus, you tried to explore the castle for more clues. Yeah, apparently all happened yesterday. Another 75 days, as they say. You know,
Seems like a new discovery.
wait a minute. That girl had a red hat. You find a young girl hiding behind a plant, peering at you with wide, timid eyes. Her round hat draws your attention, a striking resemblance to the one worn by the dancing doll in the music box. Sensing that her presence here is no coincidence, you brace yourself to ask her some bold questions. Who are you? Girl attempts to speak, but all that escapes is unintelligible mumbling. Because it ain't American, it needs to be American. That's why, Bird. I know, that's what I hate too. It's just kicking it down the road. Just like either, as a famous man once said, either shit or get off the pot. The girl nods decisively before running off to another area. I got Zanny there, me beep. I mean, I don't have Zanny. Bleh. I'm thinking of I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm gonna go Zanny. I was thinking this one for a second, just because, Z. Let's see, are you trying to show me this plant? The girl nods. The crimson plant resembles an apple, yet it seems more like
Apple in the sea. Sea apple.
sea apples are known to be poisonous. This clue must be the key to solving the riddle of the red apple. Before you can ask the girl anything more, She already run. She already ran to another spot. But yo, what about you there, Beep? Yo, and Bird, if you're gonna be playing this, yo, you going Zanny or Kagona? The, the girl nods. Let's see, the plant resembles an apple, yet it seems more like a peculiar marine creature.
Jelly Rose. Round hat.
Ah, my nose itches.
Could the round hat worn by the girl in the riddle actually be a poisonous Jelly Rose Medusa? If that's true, then the ghost girls indeed have a connection to the Vesalias. I need to discuss this with Cantarella.
Girl nods decisively before running off to another area. Yo, I'm already saving up. I think I'm at 16. 16 wishes.
Seems like a new discovery.
Like, I'm ready for it. You find Cantarella finishing a dance under the moonlight. Her graceful moves seem meant to regulate certain frequencies.
Slow down, baby. What? Huh? Nothing. I said nothing.
You've made it here. I'm glad to see you're feeling better. Now, we can finally have a proper conversation.
Yo, that would be the dream.
Did you come all this way for me? Or are you in search of the secrets slumbering in the deep?
Yo, both.
Such greed. Rest assured, I'm here to unravel the secrets with you, as I promised.
What exactly are the sea apples and the jelly roses in the garden used for?
The crimson sea apple, also called the alluring reaper, is a dangerous plant. A single bite can lead to paralysis, suffocation, or the excruciating pain of a burnt throat and torn organs.
Jesus.
Ultimately bringing its victim an agonizing death. As for the jelly roses, their blooms will transform into jelly rose medusae. These little ones can produce a neurotoxin that induces intense hallucinations, and in extreme cases, causes the body to seize and twist in a violent, uncontrollable dance of death.
Yo, this does not help her backstory of like, oh, everybody had to poison each other.
The two lethal plants have been meticulously nurtured by generations of the Phasalia family, flourishing within the gardens of Portoveno Castle for centuries.
So my guess was correct. The red apple in the second riddle refers to the sea apple, and the round hat in the last riddle points to the jelly rose Medusa. As for the first riddle, Siren's Song, the crown atop the mountain and the waterfall that cascaded into the depths below clearly points here.
Mm-hmm.
A crown-like castle that sits atop a jagged cliff with a waterfall rushing down. It seems the girls in the riddle were lured into the Portoveno castle. The strange frequencies coming from the music box probably reflect the suffering of the ghost girls, who were poisoned and tortured in the castle. But why? Why would the Phasalia family do this?
That's
I
so
don't believe
weird.
you'd engage in such senseless cruelty or take pleasure in others' suffering. There should be a reason behind this. Wait. There's one Phasalia tradition that might explain it. The Divine Trials. It's a ritual to select a maiden of extraordinary willpower. A Phasalia who can withstand the Thronodian's whispers. I assume such extreme methods were needed for the trials.
Well, I never imagined you'd solve the mystery so quickly.
Yo, thank you.
Never cease to amaze me. The truth behind the Ghost Girl riddle is none other than the grim secret of the Divine Trials. The blood and tears shed in these trials throughout the years have seeped into this castle and concocted what we now call the Sea of Ghosts. There, past and future intertwine, and Phasalia's ancient secrets cling to the cracks of time like grotesque scabs. With
Ew?
you by my side, I would relive that trauma and unfold the layers of forsaken time for a closer look. And if you find these scabs have somehow crept onto my very flesh and feel the need to cut them away, I'll place my full trust in you and leave it in your hands.
Yo, why would you trust me so much?
Ever since I guided you to the sanctuary, you've seen through me, and all that the Phasalia family conceals. I've witnessed you cleanse the chaos of the inverted tower, restoring order to the heavens and seas. If you are the one to pass final judgment on me, it would be the highest honor. Now, the answers we seek lie in the depths of fierce undercurrents. Will you join me and dive into the deep sea?
Yo, I don't want any more ghosts. Call the Ghostbusters. Yeah, it's all
I
very
knew
strange in
you'd
the
say that.
neighborhood.
Your wisdom, courage, and kindness.
I
no
finished the main
matter
story or
how
just
deep
doing
the
this
waters,
story first? I finished the main
always
story
shine
yesterday.
through.
And now I'm going to do the
Once
companion.
we enter the sea, I'll be right by your side, tightly. No poisonous creature shall harm you. For you are the one I've chosen.
Slow down, baby. What?
I dropped my hot pocket.
Oh, okay. Yo, let's do this.
Excellent. Together we dive into the Sea of Ghosts.
You know, maybe thank you for the like as well.
Is this still Portoveno Castle? Something feels off.
Yes and no. The past has spilled into the present here.
Yeah, because like the way this is kind of going, this feels like epilogue to the main story.
The overflowing frequencies have enveloped the entire castle, forming this sonoro, the Sea of Ghosts. The voices of the ghosts rise faintly from the depths, like the soft pop of a bursting bubble. Listen closely to these whispers of the past. Piece together these fragile clues, and the answers will emerge on their own. But do take caution. One wrong step in these murky depths, and we may be drawn into an endless abyss.
We'll be
With a
fine.
bit of light, though, we can hold back the darkness.
Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens.
Though the black of the sea is overwhelming, I've managed to preserve the last ray of light. You see, light is something that darkness can never fully devour. As long as it flickers, it can guide us out. I, Cantarella Thessalia, hereby grant you unrestricted passage through Portoveno Castle.
Ooh.
Let us explore and weave through the past and future together.
Alright, let's see. Twisted frequencies permeate the castle, giving birth to a sonorosphere where past and future are intertwined. Use the lamp given to you by Cantarella in certain areas to travel between different dimensions. The Sea of Ghosts remnants of jellyfish. Okay. Oh my goodness.
We are now in a fragment of the past. You've done well. The past that emerges from the Sea of Ghosts is not entirely real.
Yo, explains how they're screwing around that issue.
To show, which means we must uncover the hidden truth ourselves. Spirits bound in the cracks of time wander no more. Please set them free with the light. They've been trapped here for far too long.
Oh, the deuce? Oh, gotta switch perspectives.
One with the sound.
Okay, this is nice.
Nowhere to hide.
They just leave her wide open, though.
A potion that can grant any wish. Sounds familiar. Girls must have been lured here by such impossible promises. Cantarella, since you were part of the trials yourself, why not just tell me the secret?
Yeah.
There. We're surrounded by twisted frequencies. It seems they're guiding us towards the truth of the divine trials. And that truth holds the key to solving the Ghost Girl mystery. During the trials, the ever-present abyss silently watched over us. I can feel that the sonorosphere has recreated that same ominous gaze. If I were to reveal everything about the past all at once, this sonoro could grow unstable, or even collapse, drowning us in its wake.
Yo, you just are making excuses to pad this out, aren't you, Cantarella?
And avoid taking reckless actions. So let's listen carefully to what the sea is trying to tell us.
Yo, I think she seriously tried to pad this out.
Who will sink into the depths with me?
Banish all vice.
Anything over here? Alright, must get chest.
Cherish every gain.
Oh, I got a sea apple.
The divine trials stand as a hallowed tradition of the Thessalia family. A ritual that demands every family member to offer their daughters to face the ordeal.
Sweet sons don't have to get to do it.
Yet tales of these perils have driven some to seek out young girls resembling their own and use them as substitutes. These girls' parents are often offered a generous sum of money or sweet promises as compensation. Behind this intricate web stands the late head of Thessalia. To him, the Thessalia daughters who had been replaced were nothing more than useless stones. The substitutes, however, he considered rough gems that could be polished into dazzling jewels through suffering. For him, regardless of blood, the maiden must be a Thessalia. To this end, no sacrifice was too great.
I feel like that's what they all say. Oh, shoot. Gotta go back to the past. Uh-huh.
To avoid the watchful eyes, the girls formed secret pacts in whispers. Hum a special tune. Use the right color. Knock on the door 3 times every 2 seconds. In the cold, unfathomable sea, they clung to each other, seeking warmth and comfort. The little fish huddled close, unaware of who might vanish or what tomorrow would bring.
This kind of makes me sad.
None shall whisper.
My compliments.
All right, there we go.
This book looks familiar. Just put it back on the right shelf, like how you did before.
Okie dokie, Smokey.
Lighter than a dove.
Yo, here's your book.
You never disappoint me. They say most questions can be answered in books. But can they really?
No, that's why we have Google and Bing and now AI. Even though AI is almost never right.
The Thessalia family is built on poison. And from a young age, every Thessalia child is introduced to it. Years of exposure gradually build up our resistance. At first we suffered, but over time, few poisons could harm us. We are no longer merely the bearers of poison. We become the poison itself.
Eh. Mandragona, yeah, candidates, okay. Stillness, darkness, and silence. Fail, and you will be lost in darkness. Pass, and you will face an ever greater darkness before the merciless poison. There are no winners.
Sweet dreams, girls. May you rest in peace.
Wait, now we're killing them?
Sink into the endless
almost there. The answers remain submerged, yet from the ripples of the past, a familiar door
Maybe try
rises.
knocking 3 times, as the girls once did. Knock, knock, knock.
Alright, what's behind door number 1, Bob?